Okay, so welcome back. Your questions are welcome. Welcome back. So, uh, yeah. So this is the guy we were helping before. We want him to boot the supergroup disk and download the supergroup disk image and so on and whatever. But right now he's not here. He might come back in 10 minutes, but we don't know. In any case, we were trying to do this group bare bones thing where we don't have almost anything, but this has failed. So we have managed to remove the group tests, whatever. However, this has failed because in order to create this mem disk, it needs group.cfg, and we have removed them. And that's because if you take a look at Debian build group images in here, as we have removed group.csv when you want to do something like this, which is creating this anything group cfg. This is expecting group cfg, and we have remove it because we thought that it was better not to have any of it inside of this thing, and that's what it is. That's what you have here, and yeah. So what we are going to do right now is to keep group.cfg in here and group netboot in here. But what I'm going to do is just comment out everything. That way we know that everything is going to be ignored, and at the same time we've got the files. So hopefully this will be good enough so that you know, and this should be the same thing. So you've got the file, but we are not reading these files anyways because I think I have removed them from the group creation thing. It's work there memdis.fat. Yeah, so this didn't need to group memdis.fat. I mean, somehow I want to keep the memdis.fat being created, but at the same time, why would you do that? Wait, no. I mean, we can copy the font, but not the group.cfg, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to have all of these files, which we don't know what to do with them. And so this memory stuff here that we have, we are not going to have. We're not going to copy this group.cfg, and we're not going to copy this group network. Because why? Because we don't need this. Here we have a lot of modules and so on, and yeah, and that's it. I mean, group bootstrap. Wait a minute, group bootstrap. Yes, so I need to remove this from a lot of places, because otherwise this group bootstrap thing, it's not going to work, because it's not going to be finding whatever it needs to have here. Okay, and there's another one here, special network image, whatever. Okay, look at that. Hopefully now we can build this, and it doesn't matter that we have just built the same thing and it goes a bit faster or whatever. I don't want to have so it's like GMO. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good idea or not. Group info. Yeah, I'm going to copy this Debian build thing. So this is going to be Rescatux build, Rescatux release, and this is going to be bare bones version 2, so that we can remove this thing. Yeah, like that. Then we can source this thing like this. We can do this thing again. I hate all of this. So once we have all of this, let me read what the hell are we going to do, which is build that, do some changes. So the first change that we do is we copy build image from Rescatux build Rescatux release, and we've got this build image bare bones version 2, and we're going to copy it here. So this is the first change we do, and then the second change is just we edit fattest.in, and we are just going to do like this so that everything is okay, and then you can do something like this. Wait. dpt source commit. Now I do not remember how we did this before, so let's take a look. What? Should we do this in dev? No. Oh, like this. Commit with the choose laces. Yeah, let's write this down. Choose laces. Two switches. So sudo. So it's like this. This should fattest test disabled. Oh my god. fast test disabled. I disabled fast test. I mean, I don't want to have a fucking you know, a fucking hit for this. So once we have that, we can build this thing again thanks to this, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. So now the group.cfg is not going to be needed. That means that you should not be complaining about not finding the group.cfg play thing here, and that's it. Now the thing about this, I wonder if this is going to be a problem. You might not want this to be on the, you know, you might not want to have this on the Docker. I mean, we are putting some files here that don't work at all in the system. So when you are going to create the ISO, it's going to be everything. Oh, I don't know how to build because I don't have a group.cfg and so on. So I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but at the same time we can exit the Docker and we will be fine, you know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah. So let's just wait and see what the hell are we going to do with all of this. What it's interesting is that there has been any update on the ASCAR stuff. So nobody, I mean, that's oh yeah, look at that. He has replied. Askar has replied around here, but I wanted to check secure boot SBAT support with PC. Oh my god. In order to store the SBAT data, we create an elf now the string secure boot advanced targeting you need the following trees: QEMU slav group. You also do this thing, and this is for Spore PC. Build QEMU, build this, build thing, all of these script modules, and then you've got the CSV. Okay, yeah, why not? I guess. Sudakar Kumpamasi. It sounds like a joke, but I don't know. This is a spam. I'm not sure what the hell is this. Let's see what happened with this guy. Has he replied? Yeah, this seems like two different. I'm not talking. Yeah, okay, so look at that. I'm not talking about oh, this is a no, I did not disable secure boot support in because of this. I'm not talking about secure boot support in supergroup this. I'm talking about secure boot support on CD as opposed to USB stick in supergroup disk. Currently, it seems from release page that secure boot downloads come as, yeah, that's right, not the CD. No, they don't ask for adding support for CDs. I'm not supergroup this. Just that CDs are not supported. Still, EFI versus EFI. It is the reason. I know how to create routable groups with secure boot, so ask me in a code. You can use script as first later. Oh, that's interesting. So we could add secure boot support for I mean, now that we know what's the problem, group devil, yeah, this is the first email he sent, and here's how you do it. Debian. So group EFIMD assigned, which is this thing here. .dev, then you get the group x64. And how are you supposed? How do you do it then? 1 second. Because you have, okay, chorizo. Yeah, but how do you create this EFI.emg? So we create with this thing with this size because whatever the reason is. So you copy everything. You copy EFI directory, which is what we are created here. Okay, yeah. So it's the same thing as the guys. Yeah, it's the same thing as you would do this. You would think you would do it. So it's just the yeah. Just this is the skeleton that you have here, and then you create this thing. Yeah. That's a very good question. He's also putting group.cfg here. This, wait a minute. Testing shows that this file is loaded during UFI USB. Wait a moment. Yeah, UFI USB, but it's not going to be loaded by UFI CD because you are going to be reading whatever is inside of this. This Debian group.cm testing show this is loaded in UFI CD. No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, the first one that it's read is the one that it's inside of this, and then you are reading this one here. I don't know why this main root 0 is needed. Just what the hell is this 0 stuff? 0, 1 megabyte, chorizo. R main root. I don't know. While testing this script, I noticed if I boot from this, group is read from ESP FAT. But if I boot from CD using CD-ROM QM option, then group is read from main ISO partition. I don't know if this is expected to have just the back. Yeah, but it's not read from the. It's read from the fucking place. FAT is must mention. FAT is yeah. Now this is the thing about EFI and EFI. Had to replace this and that. These 3 binaries contain complicated legend like this. So I choose group access from a personal group disk. Yes, I can choose from other 3 binaries, but I still think that this patch is a good thing. It allows one to use this patch allows without removing this one. I can to Debian version. This is because people will try to add secure boot support to Debian version of group. So I need group to be releases first, of course. If I do this, I will again think about what of these full binaries I should choose. Yeah, but you do shim. Do you think? Oh, secure boot CD. Wait a moment. Secure boot CD. Oh. Yeah. I mean, this had the same thing going on. So it was hybrid and so on. So yeah, he says CD. Wait, for people watching, no answer here. So yeah, that's interesting. So it's secure boot. That's the thing. Then he was right after all. Huh. Okay. I was not able to use VirtualBox in my own project, put the kernel also ISO for system. I suspect this is exactly the same behavior as talking about first letter. Behavior called group searches for files and so on when booted from CD in UEFI mode and ESP when booted from USB stick. In UEFI mode, you seem to connect ISO to VirtualBox as virtual CD as opposed to virtual USB stick. This is simply how group works. This is exactly the behavior discussed in this letter in this thread. And this is his own thread. As this was, I will not call it a bug. Secure boot. This, what the hell is this? Is this Debian? Yeah. When it died in kernel modules, a secure boot that doesn't work with it, I'll show this message on the side. System has enabled. UFS is compatible with your third party. It's been made. The user needs to take a decision whether to disable secure boot or to leave it on, but to make an informed decision, the user will need to know which those third-party drivers are. In my case, I think it was a V4L loopback, so I stuck with secure boot, but apt dialogs should preferably not imply guessing. I have no clue how the information is relevant. The third-party drivers that will be enabled with secure boot that stays active are... Okay, look at that. Yeah, so I want to reply. Yeah, I mean, I want to reply. And yeah, I might reply here. So reply to everybody. And yeah. Where the hell? Well, it seems I overlooked the CD part. I thought that the commit was only about secure boot, and that's it. And that's it. I actually don't remember what problems I had trying to make a supergroup this secure boot CD. I guess that I actually sort they actually decided to not to build the secure boot CD after all. Was surprised myself not finding one download, specific download for that. Usually when dealing with nowadays having a I was a few moments earlier not finding one specific download for that. And there's this thing not sure if it will be worth to create an SSD secure boot CD, but now I know that it's not there, so thank you. Okay. So let me send this and reply to everyone. Yes. Let's change the format. Hopefully I have done this for the same one. Wait a moment. And this is actually not working like that. I am actually trying to build a bare bones group image, a bare bones group L32 image for UEFI CD boot in my Rescatux development streams. Because of this, go streams. The way this works from a Debian Live CD is that it reuses as you have pointed out, is that it reuses a GXCD CGDXC20 EFI file. That ggdx64 file has an embedded mem disk with a special group .tft. Then that's my Rescatux development streams. This is actually the reason that group has better with special group then a special group finds those CD files and config files to there. Well, that needs more detailed explanation. There are 2 steps involved. There are 2 steps involved. A Debian Live CD, as you have pointed out, reuses CD file. That thing does this thing. I am trying to build variables, but in my real, but I want to check what actually happens in that. I mean, I could use the script he has. I want to check what actually happens in that scenario without an embedded I want to check what actually happens in that scenario without an embedded. Wait, I'm going to need to make the EFI.emg. Damn it. Or is it the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. Well, yes, it's the same thing, yeah. I want to check what it does with an embedded main disk. And I'm actually trying to build bare bones. As I want to be able to read the El Torito image contents somehow. I am actually trying to build a bare bones group El Torito image for UEFI CD boot my Rescatux development streams. Yeah, okay. So let's do it. Yeah. Rescatux development. Yeah. So right now, what the hell do we have? And what about using mmd in order to wait a second. There's this die thing that we have around here. So so we go here in the same Docker image but okay, let's put this in the background and this thing on the top. Yeah, so here's the thing that we have here. It doesn't do anything useful. Let me copy all of this. So what we actually want to do here is not copying this thing here, but creating, I mean, once you've got the EFI, you want to recreate the boot EFI that we have here, and that it's done on, I mean, if we take a look at, let me see if we can find this thing. We take a look at the binary group EFI. They copy stuff around here and there, and one of these files are this one here, which is the group EFI thing. So this is what we want to actually do. So here I don't have that copy, but because I remove it, so live build should have that line that we have removed. Look, I mean, so let me see if we can do this properly. So what we want to be doing here is something like this. So we want to copy this file here, some EFI that we're going to create manually. So this is what we want to copy. Nice. This is the image where we want to be copying these things. So this should be a relative path here, like this. And finally, the place where we want to be this copied, I think it's boot. So this is the directory when we want this to be copied. Because this is not group.cft, this is a directory. So the directory when I want to put the stuff is boot, and so we want this to be boot x64, isn't it? I mean, not boot x64, but boot AI, boot AI. So ia32.efi, isn't it? This is what we want to be doing. So we actually want this to be capital letters, if I'm not mistaken, so that I was checking the other day what did we have inside of the image. I mean, we should have a video from back in the day, but I mean, it's actually like EFI should have this and that. I don't think I have that. Yeah. So yeah, so the idea is having something like that. So I'm going to craft this boot ia32.efi, and then I can copy it there on boot on EFI with capital letters. Now I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure if it's there, the place I want to copy this thing. Okay, let me see. Don't we have any of this here? Look at that. So we copy into EFI. Wait a minute. .efi boot. Yeah, this is like creating a copy, and I guess one of these copies a lot of files, and I haven't. Maybe it's the one that we have removed has many files here to be that it copies. This only copies. Yeah, it only copies one of them. Where are the .efi files that are supposed to be here? Unless this is the mem disk. I mean, if this is the mem disk, you don't need, but it's here. So for all of these EFI files, you get the size, and then so you create this directory, and here's the copy. Here's the copy I was not seen before. So we copy all the EFI and we copy it in EFI boot. So that's the same place where we want this, this .efi file to be found. We want it here. That's it. But before doing that, we have to create that EFI.gmg thing. That it's taken a lot because I'm building the fucking complete group. Oh my god, this has not failed at all. This has not failed. So if we go down here, look at that. We've got plenty of packages that we can play on. So let's see if I can do something with all of this. And okay, so this needs to be fixed later on, both here and in the Docker place, with this group barbones test binary thing that we will check later on if it's good or not. Okay. In any case, now I want to write down this thing. So this is how we get our new boot IR3222 file, which is rather easy to do, but so let me move this here, and we will do this. I will document it, and so what we are going to do here is to go into this directory. So I'm just copy and paste everything here just in case I mess it around and I cannot, so that I can repeat it later, because otherwise. So this is going to be IR32. Yeah, so this thing here should be fine. So we can do something like this. So we are going to unzip. I mean, it's not the right way of calling stuff, but I don't care. So we're going to unzip this thing. Nice. So there's I don't know if it's like this. I think it's a struct inside directory. So here, have we done something useful? I think so. So this is the command that we want to be taking this thing out. So let's take a look. Do we have something that is useful for us? Do we have an EFI? Oh my god, isn't it here? Do we have an EFI.EFI something? Here it is. Monolithic. I didn't think that there were here. There is nothing else, I guess. Yeah, so it's the monolithic one. This is what I was expecting here. So, so my idea is that I can copy and paste this thing here, so like this, and I can put it here on Rescatux build, Rescatux release. Will I be able to take a look at this from the binary package? I think so. So this is going to be my boot ia32.efi file, because I want to boot directly into this, and we don't know how to copy things to mtools without changing the name, and I don't want to be dealing a lot with this. So this is how you do it. So you go here, you unzip this thing, and you copy that file there. Before doing anything else, because I am a bit worried about this, I didn't want to do that. Before doing any of this, what we're going to do is check our boot ia32. Okay, content, I don't know how to call this thing. And now I can bootloop auto, and I can read uselib group, whatever, monolithic group ia32.efi. Wait a minute, this is not GCD. Yeah, this is GCD. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing here. Maybe this is not what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. I should be searching for EMG images, isn't it? Let me see. Kernel.emg. No. What? Kernel? Oh, okay. Yeah, the kernel group's kernel. Wait a moment. Let me search. I mean, I'm on the way, but not in the right track, or something like that. So GC, so it's GCDX64.efi. We should have like, yeah. Sorry about this. We want to be searching files. So it's here, but yeah, but not this one, but the I. So it's like this. So I'm not copying the right thing there. Then why I have GCD? So I have copied something else. Oh, I mean, this should be here, isn't it? Let me fix on the other screen, and now okay, what the hell? Yeah, this needs to be called, I mean, if I could have done with this, should have GCD. That's it. That's what I meant to do. I mean, you can do it apparently without root privileges. So in any case, if we take this thing, which is whatever I have copied there, GCD, whatever, this should be a fat. Is it because I have too many loops devices, or is it because this is not a fucking image? I mean, this should be the same thing as gzdx64.efi, unless this is from group package and not from the... This might be a fucking... I don't understand what's going on here. Monolithic. Yeah, but this is not a B3267 EFI application. No. Or yes. I mean, everything that we have in the El Torito stuff, it's a fat partition thing. I mean, if I try to loop to put this thing as bfat, it's not going to work, isn't it? No. So now I'm a bit confused about all of this, because either I'm missing something, or yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me... So here there are all the binaries which I want to go back later on. Maybe it's group rescue PC, the one that I'm interested on. But if you take a look at the you know, if you take a look at the packages, the only one that has this gcdia32.efi is this one here, and that's what you are expecting to be happening, to be having less. Let's read this guy original email, because he says where to find the file thing from Debian. Group mq rescue, whatever, they are not using Debian group. Where the hell is group X? Yeah, EFI. Binary has three other three, so I choose this one. Patch is a good thing because whatever. I don't know why this root is needed. Okay, here there is some stuff. So he's taking the group x64.efi in order to make all of this, because whatever. Oh, I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. I am very confused with all of this. So I don't want to mount this thing. I just want the boot ia32.efi to be there so that I can put it on my own image. That's what I want. So I cannot read this gdia32.efi. So I have copied this thing into the right one, the gdia32.efi. I have copied this thing into the right place, so I can use this thanks to the to this. So it's like this. Let me copy and paste this path, and we should be fine. So now wait for it. In the live config stuff from Rescatux, we've got these hooks. Maybe it's in this Docker open already. Yeah. Where the hell are we here? So I could go back here 1 second. So in this other terminal that goes into the same Docker, I can edit this thing, and this is how we're going to fix this thing. So when we are in binary, we are going to edit this boot group efi.gmg, and we are going to overwrite whatever it's in here, this boot ia32.efi, with our own. Okay, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to be very mad. So now, going back here, we should be able to run this thing, and hopefully, I mean, I should do this manually, because otherwise it's going to fail in 4 hours, in 40 minutes time, and I will have to redo the same thing again. But you know, I just want to test this, and that's it. I mean, I don't want to do this manually, although maybe it was the best idea that I could have done. Yeah, so no more feedback from the German guy that it's not able to boot into Ubuntu. And yeah, so now we have to wait for this to build, and we will see what happens with all of this. So what he's doing is what he usually does, but this is from a USB. Testing show that this file is loaded the UEFI CD. Yeah, but this is not the file. Testing shows that this file is loaded. Wait a second. EFI Debian group, yeah, because the group x64 EFI file that he's copying from here, from the group EFI and the package, has embedded that it has to look for EFI Debian group.cfg, so that each one of the systems that are on the same EFI do not collide. So you've got one Debian, one for Debian, one for Ubuntu, and so on. And so yeah, that's true that this is red, but this is when you are copying this into the mem disk. Okay. And what the hell is this root 0? Minus B0. Okay, maybe it's a source of zeros or some sort. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, this is the problem. I boot from CD, then group is main for the main ISO partition. It's not read from here. It's read from memdisk. That's the latest email I have sent here. Where the hell is this? So I have sent here. Debian Live CD as you reuses has an embedded memdisk with a special group.cfg. Then the special group.cfg finds those CD files and config files to the. So I need to fucking read this from an i3 machine. So maybe I can try to prepare it, because otherwise, where is it? Here. So we want this to be, is it like this? No, IA32. Damn it. Let me, IA32, yeah. Okay, let's see. According to my tests, yeah, BIOS, def, HUD. So I guess that I have a IA32 here. Yeah, so I guess I have to do this thing in order to boot with IA32. Hopefully this works more or less right now. So press ESC. Let's boot from DVD-ROM, and yes, this is the same fucking thing. If you, we are from CD, but if you take a look at LS, you can see that there is a memdisk here, and memdisk has some files, which is the group.tft here. So you can find here the info and the mini info, and that's what we want to fix, or something like that. So now we have a command that works with IA32, so this is very good. And yeah, so now we have to wait for our thing to build, and we will explore the if this doesn't work as expected, we will explore the contents to see how it looks like. Give me 2 minutes, please. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, so what I was saying is that we're going to build all of this. Hopefully the hook is not going to fail, and we're going to have a nice image that we have replaced there, and everything will be okay. So this image has had an embedded disk, and it no longer has it. no longer has it. So I'm wondering if we can take a look at the group source code or something. Um, let's remove this thing here. I didn't want to remove two of them. So group source code, core OS group, is this updated? No, this is no longer updated. Mation group, what the hell is this? Group 2 init project 8 years ago. Is this being updated? No, it's not. What about searching for group in all of the Core OS, public archive, ongoing? Yeah, this one should be fine for us. We should find 206 something. No, why this is rel Fedora. Oh my god, master. Yeah, I mean, master might be a good thing to have, but you would think, here it is, tag. This is what we want to have as a baseline. So what we want to be looking at is group mkg whatever, which I'm not sure if it's inside of util. Group mk image. Yeah, look at that. This is C. Maybe group mk rescue. So the question is, what the hell are we using? What the hell is this using? So when you do this Rescatux build group bare bones build group images, that we have this source code here with build EFI images. Yeah, so we had this thing here where we created something, and so the GGD one, which is the one that we have here, GGD, look at that. There's also an SBAT for it and everything. So this GGD here is, it had the memdis fat, so group mk image. Oh, group mk image, which is the first path here. Yeah, so I guess that we can just take a look at group mk image. Where the hell is this? Group mk image. I was checking a website. So here, isn't it? Group mk image. I mean, actually there's a 64-bit one, but in 30, I mean, this might be mostly the same thing, but then it uses whatever, isn't it? Group mk image xx. What are you telling to me? Oh, look at that. Group image xx. So let me show the IRC just in case. And what the hell is this? So here we should have an option which is -m in order to have a memory thing. I mean, Where the hell can we search this thing? Why do we have so many of them? Damn it. Is it option M or something like that that I should I should be searching for? So node metadate L32. So as we have seen, when this is used in order to build this GGD image, this is using a -m option. So we should see the -m option somewhere in this web page. But it's not obvious because I'm not sure what I should be looking for in any of this. So probably the one that it's this one here maybe has the -m thing. Oh, look at that. M file 0 memdisk. Memdisk here is an identifier. It can be translated. It can be translated. Oh, okay. Embed is a verb. Oh my god. So this memdisk disk. So I should search for -m somewhere here. Case M. If arguments memdisk, free arguments memdisk, and then you copy this thing here, I guess, and arguments prefix, free argument prefix, and then you put this as a prefix, and you lose everything. I mean, if we config file, it's the same. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If we config file is the same group, we haven't changed of group. So there's no need to. Yeah, but the problem is here. The problem is that this creates this is arguments memdisk. So this later on creates some stuff that it's not okay. Where the hell is this? So arguments memdisk m group install generate image. I mean, I guess that this is something that it's not here, or it's here. Why don't I find the rest of them in this file? Yeah. Search for this symbol. I don't want to sign in. So this thing here, I guess that it should be here. No. Group 10. I don't want to log in into. I mean, I think I'm logged in somewhere else. MK image. Okay, this might be an MK image. So here, I guess. After all, is make image. Or is this the same place where we were before, isn't it? Damn it. What the hell are we including here? Misc, time, multibot, group install, group EMU misc. Let's search for this again. Okay, let me see. Patch. Why I'm finding all of the time this stuff, and what I actually want is the definition of this, not this group.tfc, this mk image. I don't want that. Maybe around here I can see. Util mk image. Yeah, I know it's there. I just want the fucking definition. Maybe here I can see, I can find any of this. Matthias Conrad. Hi, okay. Hi, okay. Hi. Matthias Conrad. Wait a minute. This is is this guy from the group 2 development thing? Let me see. I think I had the Matthias somewhere. No, it was Thomas, which is Thomas Smith. Wait a second. Where the hell is this? Thomas. Yeah, Thomas. But I also had the other guys. Pascal, yeah. Tobias. Oh, Tobias. You're Matthias, so you're not the same person. Okay. Are you the German guy from Ubuntu? Are you guest 23? Matthias Conrad? I mean, your name sounds open source, but you know, maybe it's just name. W. Who is this guy? Google. What? World Dance Sport Federation? What? Why not? Oh, wait a minute. Have I? Oh, I haven't written this properly. About put Linux. Security operation essential. That's another stuff. That might. Google Scholar. Yeah, this alumni. Conrad Rocks. What the hell is this? So 2011. So this is like 10 years ago or more. Dexin. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of this. I'm gonna assume that you are this guy, not the one that dances, but it could be both of them, because one thing does not avoid the other one. So, what the hell we were doing? Yeah, so we were trying to modify Rescatux in such a way that we have a group, a bare bones group that doesn't load any group.cfg. And now I had thought to myself, when we boot from the live CD, and that now, so the difference is this -m thing. Yeah, the difference is this -m thing. Okay, so I want to understand where the hell. Okay, here it is. Group util install.h. So around here, group install.h. Group install. Where's the path? Include group util. Include group util. I don't know. Let's duplicate this thing right now, and then we can search for this thing. Util Linux. Damn it. Include group. This might be from another group version or something. In any case, install.h. So util install.h. Don't we have an install.h around here? Maybe now I can search for install.h. Oh, here it is, the same place where I was supposed to be searching it. Okay, so yeah, let me search for this group install generate image, which I want to know. I mean, this is the definition, but we should have an install.c where this is defined, isn't it? Because otherwise this doesn't ring any bell to me. So is this something that we have here or what? Group install image install.c. Do we have any install.c? Okay, let's go here just in case. No. I should clone this thing and search it manually, because, or maybe, wait a minute, I am supposed to have this locally in the Docker stuff, now that I think about it, because I was checking all of this. So this has not ended. Yes, it has. I know, knew this fool. I need to delete the fucking file before I copy anything. I knew that this was going to fail. In any case, let me attach one of these again. Docker PSA head 3. Which one it is? Is this one here? Yes, it is. Okay. So what I want to be doing here is searching onto the group.cs whatever group to this thing. So this thing has the source code thing, and damn it, so I will be able to check all of this here. Here I going to edit this group bare bones binary, which I'm not sure very well how to do this. So is there mdelete? Mdelete. Do we have any mdelete? mdel3, mdel. What the hell is this? Delete an Amazon file. Can we use -e? What the hell? So do we have mmd here? Yes, we have mmd. yeah, I think we can use whatever the name it is, mdel. So mdel, should I fix this thing or should I not fix it? Because I mean, group bare bones. So basically what we want to do is we want to run this from here. Let's attach new one. I'm bored of not being able to be several times in the so exec. So the one we want to be attaching to is this one here. Nice. So now we've got the live build where everything is built, and we've got the live. Where the hell is this? So we have the binary, which is what represents the CD, and here we should be able to run this thing manually till it works from here. This should be, so you're supposed to be running this thing from here, which is like this. Yeah, okay, anyway, so sudo disk full. Why? So if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to delete boot ir32.efi from inside this image like this. I mean, not mcopy but mdel. Invalid option -m. What the hell does -m means in any case here? Preserve the file modification time. Yeah, that doesn't make sense for deletion. Invalid option -o. What does this mean for copying stuff? Is this an output? What the hell is this? Use -o. No confirmation. In order to switch off confirmation for those files, use -o. So that's, do not ask me for me to delete this, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe we can work around this. What? File not found. Oh. Is this using whatever? Do we have to use something else? I don't think this is meant to be used in order to work with images. In any case, do I have an EFI boot in here? Because I don't want this to be deleted in the first place, and this might delete it for me, and I don't want that. So let me fix, I mean not fix, but so this is boot ir32 EFI, and ir32 just in case it's deleted. Okay, so now we should be able to read. So this is like view image, this thing here, so we can mount loop. Why the hell is this on the very... Shouldn't we have this image on boot group instead? What I'm supposed to be boot group efi.emg. Yeah, so here I should have this thing. So this is the one I want to be booting. I want to mount like loop boot group efi.emg. So emd view whatever. How the hell? Wait a minute. There is no boot ia32.efi. Have I managed to remove something before without knowing it? No, I don't have the fucking original image. I mean, I could copy the one from Rescatux ISO. Maybe it's going to be faster than just asking for the CD to create this again. But this is interesting, how there is no boot ia32 EFI. But if this was the case, I should be able to copy this without too much hassle, thanks to ncopy. Like this, isn't it? Wait a minute. I'm missing the file, isn't it? This is not the way you're supposed to be copying stuff. Yeah. Why the hell have I done this in the first place? And this is not right. New Emacs has subscribed to you on YouTube. That's Matthias Conrad. That might make sense. Matthias Conrad New Emacs. Oh, Matthias. Yeah, it's with 2 T's, so I don't know. Anyway, let's avoid checking on other lives. So EFI boot, and this is what we want to copy. So I'm not sure why. Wait, maybe 1 second. Maybe here this is not right. Yeah, this is right. This fool. Are you kidding me? I mean, right now it's been mounted, but even if it's not mounted, it should have space for this. There's something wrong with something, because I don't understand. Boot ia32.efi. Okay, so let's start again. I mean, I want to fix this thing, but without doing so much stuff. So the thing I don't know if I can delete stuff from these files. So before we have tried to use mdel without not too much of something like this. So what does happen if, I mean, I could rename the group. No, I could okay. In any case, what we are seeing here is that okay, so this works. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. First of all, I have to delete what it's inside, and then let me see if we haven't messed around with this. So we loop this thing, and then there is no more boot x64. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove and then copy this thing, because I guess that this does not know that you know, that it doesn't fit inside of this. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I don't need any of this. So let me copy. For my test, I don't need any of this. So let me copy finally this thing here, and it works. So I don't need. So now if we mount this thing and we check its contents, we have, oh my god, we have this with capital letters. Let's mount this. Let's delete this file with capital letters. Let's think this thing better. So I need to fix something somewhere. So at around here, damn it, at around here we are copying this thing like this. This needs to be not in capital letters, because whatever the reason is, I'm not seeing this as capital letters when we mount this thing. So that means that this is not going to be capital letters, even if I thought that it was a good idea. So this is EFI, and also this is EFI with non-capital letters. Okay, so without doing anything else, Rescatux build, Rescatux release, boot. So this is going to be boot ia32.efi. That's it. Nice. So now, yeah, so now if we mount this thing and we check the contents, we only have the group stuff, which we don't want at all to be loaded here. So we mount this thing, and now we can copy boot ia boot. Oh, maybe that's the reason why it didn't get overwritten, because we weren't copying this properly. So this needs to be on the hook. On the hook, yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, this needs to be on the hook, like this. So the hook needs to be modified here. Let's do this so that this is with non-capital letters and so on. Boot.efi. In any case, we don't need to build everything again, because otherwise I'm getting bored and you are getting bored and so on. So I'm going to try to build this manually, thanks to don't remember very well. It was like binary force. So now we have this binary thing being copied here. So we have fixed this thing with what we want here. So now if we do binary false, this should be, this is already locked. Forcing binary ch root. Yeah. Bullshit. We have to, I don't want to fight with this. Let's redo this thing again, and that's it. In any case, we were checking here what was going on with this function, that I want to understand what happens when you do /m. So I think the one is useful. It's going to be wait a minute, group image.c, and we've got all of this. I mean, it's group install common.c, isn't it? Group install.common, so it should be here. Here it is. This is a call. Is it group install? I'm not sure I'm getting this right. And this is a call because it ends in comma, semicolon, or whatever. Semicolon on semicolon. Wait a second. I mean, we can just take a look at all of them. So this is the definition, but that doesn't have the code. MK image. Oh, the one I was checking was group-mk image. However, the one that has the code is MK image. That makes sense. MK image. So let's take a look at MK image somewhere. Here it is. Hopefully we can find out how this is done. So one of them is memdisk path. Wait a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Memdisk path. Okay. What the hell is this? So if we have a memdisk path, we are going to get the memdisk size. Thanks to this, the size of the memory disk is whatever. And I guess that later on we've got a header, whatever. And that's it. This is not right. Group util load image. Memdisk path, kernel image plus offset. And then the offset is memdisk side. What? Why would you? Okay, offset, and then you put more stuff in here. So the memdisk is in here. Yeah. So I'm not sure this is going to be useful at all, having the mem image here. However, I want to test my image with all of this. So now, I mean, the question. My problem with all of this is that What the hell is this? So if now I'm booting from a CD-ROM, okay, this is a built version from before, and I'm booting from a CD. The only thing that happens here is that we have a mem disk. But nothing else happens. So even if I change to native disk in order to see something native, there is no native disk that the UEFI is giving us. But well, we are missing group 212, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I think we are going to get the same thing without the mem disk, and we're not going to be able to read wait a minute. You could use CD0 in order to read the fucking content of the CD. The problem with this is that you can have another CD and then it's CD1 instead of CD0. But it could be something that it could be tried to do such a way that you try CD0 and that's it. Let's write this down. Let's write this down. Use CD0, CD1, and so on. Let's pretend normal people only have one CD drive. I think I can emulate CD1 when I include CD in it, because that way would solve it, unless somehow in some BIOS. Wait, what the hell is this? Make stop buildings for ARML, ARML, which I guess it's all the stuff. Okay, so we have one idea, which is using CD0, CD1. I don't like it. I just want to read the Altorito image. And have they sent anything? Wait, this is send image. No, they haven't said anything. So yeah, so the idea, so yeah, this is building again. I think we're going to get an empty. So what I want to be searching right now is group 12 and Altorito images and so on. So Altorito UEFI group devel, Altorito UEFI. Let's see what's going on here. Group doesn't recognize Altorito image. Oh my god, this is old. Group devel, Altorito and UEFI boot images. Group whatever, using the same menu for this and that. How to prepare. Let's take a look at this. Add a module part Altorito to allow parsing of the Altorito boot catalog into partitions. This follows the Altorito bootable CD-ROM format specification version 1.0 and this thing. Okay, this is useful for when booting. I mean, we don't have no idea if this is inside of group upstream or not, but we will see how it goes. This is useful from booting from CD's UEFI mode before group would not be able to use embedded ESP from which was executed. So it would have a root. This could result in subtle configuration bugs because from USB set embedded ESP because it can find through the MBR. Oh, and I wonder if this is not working. You can already access ESP on hybrid image using CD MS-DOS1. Wait a minute. What are you telling to me? Where's this MS-DOS1 thing? Is this MS-DOS2 here? Because whatever disk is not found. Why are you so mean to me? Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Let me reboot. 1 second. So press ESC, boot manager, DVD-ROM. Okay, so apparently you should be able to use MS-DOS1, but I don't have that. So disk. Oh, yeah, sorry, unknown file system. So in here, which is the wait a minute. In here we have a lot of modules. What's the problem with you? 1 second, please. Is it because the prefix is not right? Unknown file system. Yeah, but this was a consequence of not knowing some of these spots, because your prefix is cd boot group. I mean, can we in smod bfat? What the hell? In smodfat, did we have a known file system? What the hell is this file system about? I mean, CD0 MS-DOS2. This should be the ISO. This shouldn't be. I mean, the one that might work or not is the Apple one. Okay, look at that. Apple II. Okay, so Apple II should be a fat partition, and somehow, yeah, look at that. Apple II. Wait a minute. What the hell is this? Yeah, that's a very good question. What the hell is this? Is this our... Oh, look at that. There is no group.cfg. So this is the CD. Wait a minute. This is... If there is no group.cfg, it's because I have removed it because I was doing those tests. So this is not the mem disk, because if you go onto mem disk, you are going to see that, okay, if you go into mem disk, you're going to see that there's this group.cfg at the very root of the thing, and this thing CD0 Apple II, which I'm not very sure why it's Apple II. This is the fucking you know, the fucking El Torito that we were looking for. So in my case it's 00 Apple 2. So we need to put here a file that it's only found in Altoreto, so that we can find the other stuff, isn't it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So when I search, no, when I search, so the memdisk image, I mean, we have the same problem, but the memdisk image, it's going to search for this .disk info and .disk mini info. But it should be searching for the Altoreto. Altoreto. I don't know. Let's keep reading whatever. Now I don't have this thing. Let's keep reading this thing while we have the other guy. You can already access ESP on hybrid image using CD's MS-DOS1. Why is it not enough? This is about putting a CD in UEFI mode. It might not be an hybrid disk, in which case doesn't have an NBR. Okay. Also, in the case of an hybrid image booted using a CD, the mismatch between the whatever and the whatever used in the NBR means the group is not able to use. It's useful to parse Altoreto. It might depend on how you create partition table. Neither OpenSUSE DBD nor images created by have problems. Did you actually try it? And this is how I'm not entirely opposed to it. I just do not see compelling reasons to do it. Actually, I actually think that viewing ESP as opaque binary executable and using ISO as a primary data is more generic and useful. This way you can have a name out different platform binaries all sharing common boot group on ISO with common configuration. Also, information on Altoreto boot image as grouped CFG is not accessible as information ISO, making it hard to understand what actually. Yeah. Yes, I have tried made a video of it. See that group is not able to access CD0 MS-DOS, which is the embedded FAT partition, except that the ESP is in a binary, except the firmware presents it as a file system and gives it to group as the boot location. As it currently stands, the configurations are not shared because currently when booting the image using a CD, it will look for the CFG at CDs, and when booting the same image from a user with a FAT partition because now how to. Okay, what about using GPT? This is image looks in the same place, whatever is booted. You just need to set the prefix to path group when you need to set prefix to this thing. Oh, okay, let me see. Group calculates boot device based on the device path given by the firmware. So with a normal CD, the firmware gives it something like this, which points to embedded ESP. Group doesn't know how to use that because it doesn't know how to read Altoreto catalog. Oh my god. So the Debian stuff might be wrong because this Altoreto stuff was not in group upstream. Maybe right now, if we boot the ISO with this thing, it might work, but I don't know. Okay, so group doesn't know. Group doesn't know how to use that because it doesn't know how to read Altoreto catalog, so it just uses the root of the CD as a boot device, CD0. So the prefix with an hybrid USB, the firmware gets with something. Okay, so prefix in all the image will not look at the same place. While Thomas' suggestion does work around the issue, I think reading the catalog is better. Okay. So Vladimir serving PH coder. I agree with Andre. Altoreto catalog contains bootable binaries. The fact that this binary follows fat forward is purely tangential. We should not put additional folders or access it either. So this is Thomas. Not I would want to interfere with group 2 development decision. Nevertheless, let me write this down so that we can share it later on. Nice discussion on the subject. Maybe I can send this to Askar or whatever his name it is, so his name is, so that he can okay. So Thomas, not that I would want to interfere with group 2 development division, nevertheless I have some comments from the view of the specs. UEFI CD-ROM media device path. The CD-ROM media device is used to define a system partition that exists on the CD-ROM. The CD-ROM is assumed to contain an ISO and follow the CD-ROM Altoreto format. In UEFI, the bootable entity is a UEFI system partition that it's pointed to by the boot entry. Okay, according to Altoreto 1.0, the boot images might be emulated disk-like devices or executable binaries from the given platform. This thing. UEFI pierces the whole the theory running on an embedded disk by prescribing the no malicious mark in the boot catalog, which for BIOS means load and execute binary. So I think the general role of Altoreto in boot image is not a strong reason to reject its view as a full-fledged UEFI system partition. I see other reason to restrict its role to an opaque launcher for software and directory of the ISO. The Altoreto catalog format implies such restriction to 32 megabytes. UEFI allows open end by size 0, but that's really not very neat. Open end. I don't know what the hell does this mean. Okay, let's keep reading on. I assume the higher boot stages of BIOS and UEFI can share a lot of Group 2 software. The Group 2 software needed for BIOS traditionally resides in the ISO directories, so it's easier and less error prone to reuse it rather than the user BIOS finding the ESP and using its software. Okay, let's. Oh, look at that. He said group calculates a boot device based on the device path given by it is not quite true. Group will autofill device path if it's not present keeping partition. This thing group 202. Oh my god. CMD path group EFI boot DD whatever. But we are assuming that there is a fucking hybrid partition, and that might not be. I mean, what we want to assume is that there is an Altoreto thing. So I'm not sure if Altoreto is being used. What's wrong with the? What's wrong with the? What's wrong with the bow? Not that what's just a standard comment doesn't model image what is missing here. By the way, using explicit Altoreto partition group install could not be used. Reason to use GBT is block size difference. Please reread what Andre said. Group combines the stored prefix and information from firmware. Syntax boot group will always use the full disk. Oh my god. I mean, if that's the full disk, so we should rely on group for this? That's not. That's interesting. Oh my god. Okay, let me see. Thomas Smith. Yeah, so Teresa, that's going with favorite image. Then the person imagined rather by 10 images. The trick of the others could be to let group 2 so from ESP look up and use group 2 stuff in the directory of the ISO. So group 2 booted via UEFI does not need access to this by own means. A user once explained me his setup mentioned that he runs group mk image with config ISO on search. Embedded group TFT looks like search VS level recovery prefix this thing. Yeah, but that's what we want to avoid. So we have in one place this guy that made a patch back in the day for El Torito support. So what about this? What about 2024? Where the hell can we find this? So this is the 206 source code that we are taking a look at. Okay, so according to this guy, we should, inside of group core, we should have part map, and these are the different partition maps stuff, and one of them should be El Torito, but there is no El Torito anywhere. So how are we supposed to have a partition map of El Torito if it's not there? Should I patch this myself? I mean, this worked back in the day in 202, but you know, this is 206. It would be too much work to patch this for what we are meant to be doing here. So now we have a problem, which is, according to these guys, group calculates, but according to these guys, you're supposed to be able to say that your syntax, this thing, will always use the full disk. So the only place that it doesn't make sense if it's you load this thing as an EFI file, I think. But look at that, it's already, they have already set this in 9 years ago in 2015, and nobody has listened to them. So now the problem is that I'm building an image that doesn't have, okay, let me see. Group, I will autofill whatever, BRBM drive, whatever. So set, you've got here the group prefix, it's this thing here. Once you GPT2. So we didn't have to do anything at all after all. Just a matter of using the default prefix, which is there, group install. Look at that. Group core, boot directory. Wait a minute, you don't have even to specify a prefix and it works nevertheless? Where the hell is this? Know that it works using the standard commands. The reason to use GPT is block size difference. Wait a minute. So the default is this thing about parentheses, parentheses. Where the hell is this parentheses, parentheses boot group thing? It's only set here. Syntax will have the full disk. Oh, syntax will always use the full disk. Oh, so the problem is the syntax he used, the guy that has the problem, isn't it? Or not? So if we don't specify a okay, let me see this thing again, because this is quite eye-opening. This is quite eye-opening. So he's creating a ISO this thing with this thing here. Wait, yeah, with chorizo. BIOS. What the hell is this? So this group. Wait a minute. What the hell is this group? This is not how you put an image. Oh, the drive is TMP USB. Okay. Which I guess is the same thing he creates here. Yeah, lose a tab. Okay, yeah, I guess so. So he has this TMP USB, which is an empty this partition thing. Yeah, so this emulates a hard disk that he has with 10 megabytes stuff. Okay, then he mounts this thing so that it can mount this thing, and then he installs group here. But this is not booting from CD-ROM, or is it? Drive, TMP USB. I'm not sure about this, but the fact that we have found out that Apple II is a nice thing to have here, and that Apple II has stuff is nice, because now we can put stuff there and we can try to boot onto that. But I think we are missing. My question is, why can't I see Apple II here? And the reason is because these guys are embedding stuff in here instead of embedding it in the L32 image, which is what we actually want to do. Yeah, look at that. And how do we have any answer? Debian CD add initial risk v4. So some, what's the fucking name of it? Sledge is doing some work here. Okay, so let's write it down. So yeah, according to these guys, group might auto detect its device after all, but I'm not sure, because nice discussion test from Andre, I think it was Andre, was with a hard disk and not with a CD. So we need more testing, and that's what I want to do. But please give me 2 minutes. I'm back in 2 minutes. Where the hell is this? Okay, so I'm back. So now, yeah. So we have found out this thing that, you know, I want to see how this looks. What prefix do we have here with all of this? So new MX. As you can see here, this is put in from the TMP USB, which is a drive. And where the hell is this? I mean, if this has not worked the same way other stuff worked, it's because of a reason, I guess. I don't know. What about where the hell is this? Yeah, what about this build? Unexpected this full. Oh my god, so I have to delete this thing. I hate all of this. I have to delete this thing. So I guess that so if I run this manually, it's not going but target EFI boot. Maybe I was not in the right directory. This full. Okay. Yeah, so what we actually want to do is to run this command with you know, non-capital letters, isn't it? What? But IA32.efi not found? I hate all of this. Why? This is not found. Is it because it's not here or something else? Yeah, so probably when we try to copy it, it tries to. But right now, if it's not here, you should be able to copy this thing. But let's delete all of these and yeah, because I don't need group IA32 UFI and whatever not. So I'm going to delete all of these and then copy my image, and that's it. Because I don't want to waste so much time with this. Where the hell is this based thing? So here we have live config. We have this thing. So the idea is that we don't want any of whatever is in here. So we're going to remove x64 and group IA. Oh yeah. So what you want to be deleting is, because of the size, what you want to be deleting is the group. But doesn't matter. But doesn't matter. Let's take a look at what we have here. So group this thing and group x64. I don't want to have this right now. Let me. Where the hell is this thing? Yeah, I don't want to be having any problem. You know what I mean? So we're going to delete everything. We're going to just have the boot whatever we want to have, which is the x64. Okay, and hopefully this will be good enough. And so this group bare bones test binary thing, yeah, let's just run this manually from here. I mean, not from here, but from here. Yeah. So where the hell is this? Let me copy all of this, even if it's not needed. I just want to have something that it's nice and it works. I don't care if this is too much. So now I can move this out of the way and I can run this manually, so that we can do all of this. And I guess that we won't have any problem. Let's see. Can't open this image. What are you telling to me? Why can't you open this thing? Isn't it I think it's not mounted right now. Why it didn't want to do this here. I wanted to do this in the other place where I think. Okay, so first of all, okay, I guess that's supposed to be like that. I guess that's supposed to be like that. that, and like that, and then we can copy our own file without anything with sudo. Yeah, why not? By the way, all of this should not have sudo in the first place. Okay, so now this only has one file or something like that, isn't it? So if we find this thing, it only has the boot EIF, and yeah, there's this group which is not even there, and we mount this thing, and we should be able to redo the binary, but this didn't work before, so binary ISO is maybe already locked. I mean, it's not going to work. We tried binary false and didn't work, so there's, I don't want to fight with this. So hopefully now when we are removing all of this stuff, it's not going to fail, and we're going to be able to copy whatever we want there, and that's it, thanks to the hook. It's a problem that it fails there, and we have to redo this thing so that it works properly, but anyway, that's what it is. Allow for override of targets. Okay, Rescatux. What the hell is this? Okay, so what's going on here? I want to see what the hell does group find out its root is, because I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Because if this didn't work well the first time they implemented UEFI in Debian or Ubuntu, so they had to do this. This is the only explanation that we have around here, unless it's a boot EFI from the liveid or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, so now I'm not sure what are we going to do, because yeah, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because okay, so yes, there's the non-free stuff, but I don't want to work on the non-free stuff. Yeah. So there's one approach that is just use CD0, CD1. And the other approach is just do not use anything. Which we would put boot group.cfc here, and that way you can have that there, which I guess it's nice. Huh. I should have remade this thing manually from the rescatux.iso, but I don't know, doing some repack or whatever. I prefer to have it that way so that it's a fucking live CD, and that works as expected. By the way, this is sudo. Yeah, we don't want sudo here. We don't want sudo here, even if it might be useful. We don't want sudo here. I'm not sure what's going to use here. The Linux utility version 1.0. This is a lin util from Titus Tech. Yeah. So now I'm a bit bored, you know. I don't want to be working on the rest of stuff regarding Rescatux, because yes, I could have another what's the name? Another Docker in order to work with I don't know, non-free firmware or this thing or the other thing, but you know, I'm too engaged with this liveid stuff and how this is dealt from the from here. So yeah. This is for this guy later on if he wants to download this thing. What the hell is this? Let's take a look at more stuff here and there. Yeah. So the problem with this stuff is that the image, what's the fucking, the image, that when you do an embedded stuff, you put the image inside of it, and that way you lose this thing, how, yeah. So when you have what's the fucking name? Memdisk. Yeah. So when memdisk path is being used, you can see how, where the hell is this? It's not here, it's in the other one. You can see how the prefix is being updated. Yeah, this same file. Memdisk. So maybe here we can see the memdisk stuff. So if you have memdisk here, look at that. It forgets the fucking prefix. So there's no way to know what's the actual prefix for group. And that's what I want to check once this fucking build builds. Because I have a lot of problems to... I could have ended with this being built thanks to you know, being built from somewhere else, and that's it. In any case, what I want to see if it's the prefix, if it can guess the prefix and so on, because right now in the Debian stuff build EFI images, what we have done is that we have removed, so the GZD one, we have removed the we have left the boot group prefix, and so this is the C group bootstrap, so that it goes there, but there's a prefix which is boot group. It's supposed to be finding whatever it needs to be finding, so we will see how it goes. So we're going to have, maybe we should make a copy of the Rescatux ISO, because right now so Rescatux release, we're going to fucking rescatux.iso. we want this like working pre this day. I mean, it was always the same one, so that way we can check whatever we want to check there. But yeah, so now hopefully we have run the hooks, and this is not the binary hooks, and this is not going to fail, or maybe not, I don't know. German guy is, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's helping his children. Okay, so we are building chroot still. So once this works, I guess that I will change how I mean, I will change group package, and I will have a group package that I install manually so that it's fucking used inside of the CD. You know what I mean? And that's going to be fucking amazing, because we're going to modify like 5 different packages in order to build Rescatux, and that we don't want that, but if it's what we have to do, we're going to do it. And we will have to build the 32-bit one chroot hooks. This is not binary hooks. So we are going to be we will have to now I'm a bit confused if this is live build config hooks live. Do we have? Yes, we have sudo. We don't want sudo here. This should work without sudo. I mean, actually this is run like, hopefully. So the question is, I will have to build group for i386 and group for 64 bits for AMD 64. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, that's going to be fun. And then you just copy. So the nice thing is that we already have live boot. We will be able to use that, and that's it. Because otherwise, you don't know. I mean, do I have to install them? No, I don't have to. I just want to have them in the whatever. Okay, Squash FS. Yes, we are getting into here. Let's write this down. We might end up building our own group 2 packages. Send and so that we can use them in a useful way for GCD x64. Now I know why it's CD, because it's from the CD. Yeah, so it's group CD x64. That's what we want to be changing. So now squash fs. Maybe we can read more Eltorito stuff. So this was the nice one. What about this thing? So November 2013. This is from before. Okay. This is the same thing, but 2 years before. So we have read this one about some guy, Ross Lagerwall, trying to create an Eltorito.c so that we can read Eltorito stuff. So let's go on here. And Raybor Sanko. Yeah. For EFI boot, it should be straightforward. Use this image as a hard disk emulation on Torito EFI boot image. Do you mean in addition to the EFI boot image? Because EFI requires ESP in no emulation mode to boot. Does it? Can you give me any pointers to reliable and documentation? EFI requires ESP. Wait a moment. Is this the reason why Debian guys are trying to find ESP in their own? ISO is a student slow level Eltorito. You did that using this simulation image with other loaders, plan UEFI to it's just worked. No, emulation did not work with this image. Is your image partition? Could you give an example how it's by efficient? EFI file many accent would be interesting. It is such CD will not directly follow on UEFI. It is not separate device. In UEFI, such partition will have media path like CD-ROM here. One is the boot catalog number. Could you please show device path? Use access to your partition. Do not confuse with BIOS, which emulates floppy HDD for a selected boot entry. I have it since since. Okay, well, using it outside of CD is relevant for this, but having image for BIOS emulation boot already available could be an argument. Search, look back, real machine. Could be a bug and you need to give more information, how you build group, your CD, and how you build it. Group should be able to see this Eltorito content, shouldn't it? So far there wasn't a use case. It seems group does not use EFI file system access. Is that right? It seems group does not use EFI file system access at all. Is that right? Yes. Are there any plans to change that? Wait a moment. Do we have in any of this EFI file system? No, not at least for this 2.06 stuff. Let's duplicate this and let's take a look at 212. Don't they have 212 here? Why are they so mean to group? They are not keeping up to date to group, to official group. That's disappointing. But anyway, I'm not going to blame them. I'm not doing that either. So yeah, I hate all of this. Okay, so Sabana group hit. Here it is. Group let's take a look at this thing. Group 212 3. Okay, so it's something like include power map. So group core power map. Let's so include power map, then omega. Let's say group core power map. So 212 group core power map. Have they done anything related to EFI? No, and we don't know if they have done anything else because there's no dates, because this is fucking not GitHub interface, but Git, which is not so good in order to see all of this. Why are they using this instead of anything else? We don't know. Probably because of free software, something. Or maybe it's too much work to change any of this. Build completely successfully. Oh my god, it works. Are you telling me that this is right? Let's see if we can test this ISO finally. Someone is watching this or not? So if we put this thing out, press ask, and we go on to DVD-ROM, what the hell has happened here? And now I understand why there is a well, I don't know, but we are on the fucking CD. But can we trust this or not? That's the question that I have. Can we trust this thing or not? This is what I do not understand. How good is group find itself? Look at that. We are on the CD. Prefix is the CD. And if you take a look at here, there's no mem disk. The only thing that you have is CD with boot group. And wait a moment, this is not. Yeah, this is not the El Torito. I mean, actually, the El Torito thing stuff is in. It's supposed to be in MS-DOS 2. Is it the place where I found El Torito? And now file system. I hate that this this thing. Is it El Torito? El Torito, El Torito. Let me see. I think it was Apple II, the one that had this thing, but now I'm a bit confused if this is El Torito or if it's something else. Yeah, this is El Torito. Or not. Or is it this is a partition that has El Torito? Yes, this is probably a partition that has El Torito. So here you have boot group, which is empty, and that's why it fails. And somehow something happens and it loads itself from CD0, which is not El Torito. Unless this is supposed to be working like this because it detects its own file system or whatever, which is CD0, which I'm not sure about this. So look at that. We have managed to boot onto this thing without anything. Now let's try to boot this thing again and see how it... wait a minute. Isn't this supposed to be secure boot enable? Or maybe for this live CD is not enabled? Now, okay, it's disabled here. Okay, that's why it works. So boot manager, DVD-ROM. Okay. Let me check the fucking live stream. So yeah, we probably want to be we want to be before this happens. Yeah, so we reboot. That's what we want to be doing here. And now boot manager. Yeah, let's check again if this secure boot is turned on or off. Yeah, whatever. Boot group fonts unicode.pf2 not found. Is this something that it's embedded into here or what? I mean, let's write this down, because welcome to group error file boot group fonts unicode pf2. It's not like this, but we're going to put it like this. Boot group fonts unicode pf2 not found. So this is the CD-ROM. Wait a minute, it's the CD-ROM. Let me check this thing. Quality 144. Yeah. Okay. So 1 second. So do you mean that inside of the CD, whatever the reason is, there is no fonts unicode dot, which is what you do by default? I mean, I don't have that because I don't use it. I mean, I use this because it's better, but the group command line looks like crap, which I guess it's something that you have to deal with if you boot with Rescatux. I mean, if you have a usual CD from Debian, it's not going to be that way. So, welcome to grab a raw file group fonts unicode pf2 not found. I mean, I'm not very sure if this is a good idea or not, because here we are in CD0. So that means that we can ignore whatever we put onto the what's the name, onto the GCD, and just believe set just what's the name, just rely on it finding the CD0 and putting everything. So we have found the right CD. So now the only thing that needs to find its ISO properly is the fucking I don't understand if this is a good idea or not, but this is we have managed to make this work without the mem disk that was on the way. So unicode.pft2, it's not needed according to me, unless what's happening here is that the group rescue is trying to load some files that we don't want to be loading, something like that. Okay, so apparently group goes onto CD0 and we don't have to do anything. So we need to prove that this is a good idea by having CD1, by having CD0 and CD1, and seeing what happens when you boot CD, by having our ISO in CD0 with also CD1, and our ISO in CD1 with also CD0. Yeah, that's what it is from the UEFI point of view, because I'm not sure this is going to find out stuff properly, but we will see how it goes. So it's just removing the group, the embedded stuff. So it's just adding the CD-ROM stuff, and that's it. So this guy, this ASCAR guy, the thing placing files into readable images to mount it under normal, which is okay. Next in thread. Thanks a lot. Well, even today I caught something like this. It is an official, but from the holidays implementation, but with FH and LO was table group loads too. Just continue the image for BIOS boot. Look back. Would it see the files on ESP when it was proper AEFI Altoredo? When MKF write Altoredo image, it leaves it visible as a regular file in the ISO, which is enough for me. I can look back when the final system boots. I mean, to chain load other EFI application at the EFI shop from the group, so I want the files to be able to be at the EFI services. As EFI cannot read this thing directly. Using map would be a good start. You might be be paginate. Could you die a file? Assuming that fs2 refers to writable partition, not with all the using chorizo. Boom, 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 boom. Mapping table. Pen drive dot Alterito. File system 2 is Alterito. So I wonder if there's something with old group versions and to be sure as a CD I select UFI CD or whatever it's called there in the any good reason for such behavior? I switches BIOS settings to EFI only, but with EFI first it works. Next in thread. Was before my time. It was before my time. One reason I could think of is to avoid ghost hard disk appearing in group. And this ends here. XMD right. Yeah, so we have managed to find something. Why does it go to CD0? Would it also, we need to see if somehow it jumps onto an install group in the first hard disk, that it's exactly the same thing, slightly the same one. Also what happens if this is booted with the boot as an EFI file thing? I mean, I don't think we need to do any of that, because why would you do that? I don't know. Maybe it's time to reply to the you know, to the conversation regarding, I mean, there's one conversation regarding what tests you are supposed to be doing, and yeah, and then there's the, what the hell is this? Alright, this is the old code. Maybe I'm going to reply here in liveid, and that's it. Yeah. We don't have quote, because why would you do that? I guess this is something for preview. Well, when using secure boot, liveid uses is it liveid? No, it's liveid uses gzdx64 EFI file from group. What's the fucking binary that I'm having? I am using here. This one here. So this is AMD64, I think. From AMD64 bin. When you liveid uses which is built as you describe. I am going down the rabbit hole of building a different image without an embedded group DCF file. So far, it out of the text, the CD-ROM being the place where group wants to find its own files. So I don't know if this didn't work. So I don't know if this didn't work properly in the early days of I don't know 2.0 of in any case, I need to do more tests. In any case, I need to do more tests around it. In case I need to do more tests around this new approach, and I will keep you informed with what I find out. I guess my in any case, I need to do more tests around this new approach, and I will give you what about I guess my search command editing that included the UID file, well, only applied to non-secure boot. To non-secure boot GCDX64EF. Wait a minute. Why is this? Why is this secure boot in the first place? I guess my search command did that included the UEFI, yeah? Only apply but do not secure boot. And it in that apply to non-secure. Only apply to what? Wait a minute. What the hell? Where the hell do we use this thing here? Secure boot. If you have this, use this thing instead of that. on some platforms, then drop this thing here. The EFI group image will be loaded, so group's root variable will set to the EFI partition. EFI partition will not be able to find VM Linux and init RD. EFI partition. Wait a minute, EFI partition? What the hell do we have here? Because this is EFI partition, but this is EFI partition, EFI partition, EFI partition, EFI partition. So this is when you boot from so there are like 3 use cases here, and this is used in the group EMG. Yeah, so it's like there are 3 use cases. Usual boot from a hard disk as an USB device. Okay, then boot from CD, which we can detect if we can detect which group can detect where the hell is this? Which group can detect if we don't define any embedded group.cfg, embedded memdisk, and then it's boot from file, which would need a special search. Wait a minute, maybe it's the group that it's in. So here there's this EFI.emg, which I wonder if it's whatever we are generating here. So no, we are generating this thing here. Why is there an EFI.emg at the very the root of the system? So here there is a here there is an EFI.emg out there. And this is the boot group 1. Yeah, look at that. So the other ones are in out there, th root there. Oh my god. So this is not secure boot or anything. What the hell? So there is an EFI image in the root of the disk, which does not seem to be secure boot enabled, unless this is used down there after everything has been created here. So we have this thing, and then once we create all of these, yeah, out there is this thing here. Oh, wait a moment. No. There's an EFI.image derived of this, which I don't know where it comes from. Is it chorizo, which adds it there? I mean, yeah. Have I answered this thing or not? I guess my search command only apply to non. My search is only. I guess my search command. Some of my group search comment edit were ignored. By the it uses have I opened a new thread? Why I have opened a new thread? I know. Wait a second. Why does it says that there are 3? This was the same thread. Resolve thread. I mean, yes, but no. I have seen this. With this info in the UEFI, I can select the boot device. The correct menus, but would it be possible? Yeah. To RAM. Thank you. Is there a reason it doesn't work for you? Yeah, so probably this one. Yeah, so this info. So the problem is relying on group searching. That was my problem. I mean, maybe not group, but group, the live CD itself. So that's what it is. We don't have the German here. Well, going offline for some time. Just shout out if you're online, and hopefully I might be online too. So yeah, so we have done something right, which is making the EFI stuff properly. So what I need to do is to automate this thing in such a way so to automate this in a nice way. I mean, right now we have although this wouldn't work with Debian secure boot. So I need to find out this boot from file thing. What's going on here? I mean, do we have the boot from file from here? EFI internal shell. Maybe we can do it from here. I don't know. And what about this boot from file? Yeah. Can we boot from a CD-ROM? So these are the two hard disks. This is the USB supergroup disk. Yeah. You cannot explore a CD-ROM in order to boot this, but we could boot the fucking USB device in such a way that, yeah, I don't know. We will see how all of this plays out, because I'm not very sure about this. So thank you very much for watching. Bye. Now I know what I have to do. Yeah. So well now we can have that empty boot IR32.efi. Yeah. So I don't know. We can have that no embedded, no mem disk embedded boot EFI. Okay, so we will see how this looks like, and yeah, so maybe ask the group guys how group knows how to find itself when booted from UEFI CD based on Altorito. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.